Good day to all of you. Myself, Savant Ajikkumar Bhaskar, working as an assistant professor in Shivshankar College of Agriculture Engineering, Mirajgaon, affiliated by Mahatma Phule Krishi Vidyapit, Rahuri. Now, today we will discuss on the topic that is cooling system. Their various parts. What are the various types of cooling systems, especially for the tractor as well as the automotive. So let's go to the content of that topic, that is introduction, effect of high temperature in the engine, purpose of cooling, types of cooling system, air cooling system and its component, and also we will see the merits and demerits, that is advantages and disadvantages of air cooling system, liquid cooling system and its component. Also we will see the merits and demerits, and next one is the last one is the coolant and antifreeze system. This system is actually adopted in modern vehicle nowadays. So cooling system in automobile, cooling system is the collection of parts and substance, that is coolants, that work together to maintain the engine temperature at optimum level. Next one, comparing many different components such as water pump, coolant and thermostat, etc. The system enables smooth and efficient functioning of engine at the same time protecting it from the damage. The temperature produced on the power stroke of an engine can be as high as 1600 degrees Celsius, and this is greater than the melting point of engine parts. Next one, transportation of fuel energy, that means 25 to 35% 30% of energy is transport for the mechanical work purpose, and the 35% is for the exhaust and cooling, and 35% of for heat dissipation. Okay, this is the energy transformation is carried out in every vehicle. It may be car, it may be bus, it may be two-wheeler, four-wheeler, auto, or it may be any vehicle. Okay, these type of energy transformations are to be carried in that vehicle. Next one is the effect of high temperature in the engine. What should be the effect of high temperature on internal combustion engine? Due to high temperature, the piston would be seized in cylinder and stop the engine. This one is the first effect. Second one is the lubricating quality of oil inside the cylinder would also be destroyed. Third effect, pre-ignition of fuel mixture which cause engine knocking as well as loss of power. What is the purpose of cooling system in vehicle as well as automotive? To maintain the optimum temperature of an engine for efficient operation under all conditions. This one is the first purpose. Second one is the to dissipate surplus heat for protection of engine components like cylinder head, piston rings and holes. Third one, to maintain the lubricating property of oil inside the engine cylinder for normal functioning of engine. These are the three purposes of cooling system in vehicles. Different types of cooling system. In order to cool the engine, a cooling medium is required. On the basis of medium in general use for cooling of IC engine, that is internal combustion engine, types of cooling systems are as follow. Number first, air cooling system. Number second, liquid or water cooling system. So firstly we will see the air cooling system in detail. Air cooling system. Air cooled engines are those engines in which heat is conducted from working component of engine to the atmosphere directly. This type of cooling system, I think you have seen in two-wheeler. Okay. The cylinder of an air cooled engine has fins to increase the area of contact of air for speedy cooling as well as fast cooling. The amount of heat dissipated to air depends upon amount of air flowing through the fin surface area, thermal conductivity of metal used for fins. See here, by using diagrammatically, I have shown the fins as well as the air cooling system, how it will be designed on two-wheeler. See here in number first figure is, see here, these are the plates showing that this one is the fins area which increase the air contact to that surface. Due to this air contact, the engine is goes to in down the temperature. See here, this one is the cylinder, this one is the fins, that means this one is the fin surface area for increasing the air contact to that specific parts. Next one is the merit and demerit of air cooling system. Merits, that is advantages. It is more simple in design and construction. Water jackets, radiator, water pump, thermostat pipe, hoses, etc. are not required. It is more compact in design. It is comparatively lighter in weight. If you compare it with the another system, that is water cooling system as well as the liquid cooling system, its weight is definitely lower. Demerits, that is disadvantages. There is uneven cooling of engine parts. Engine temperature is generally high during the working period. So next one is the liquid cooling system. So these are the various parts of liquid cooling systems. See here, number I will show you by using one by one. This one is the radiator section. This one is the fan. This one is the lower radiator hose. See here, this green line indicate as well as arrow indicate that this one is the lower radiator hose. This one is the water pump. See here, this one is the yellow sections indicate the water pump. Next one is the heater hose inlet. See here, this one is the green section. Heater core, this one is the yellow section. Next one is the heater hose return pipe. It is also indicated by using the green color. Next one is thermostat. See here, thermostat, yellow line indicate this section is called as thermostat section. Next one is the radiator cap. See here, this one is the radiator cap, and this one is the upper radiator hose, and this one is the lower radiator hose. So both are to be shown by using the green color. Last one is the coolant recovery reservoir. See here, this one is the coolant recovery reservoir. Let's see with the its explanation regarding the liquid cooling system. See here, by using diagrammatically, I have shown the how this liquid is to be transferred in the system of cooling. A liquid is circulated around the cylinder and absorb heat from cylinder walls and cylinder head. Second, coolant absorb heat as it passes through the engine and also lubricates the water pump. Hot coolant enter the radiator in which heat is passed on to air that is flowing through the radiator. Here is all these systems as well as the transpiration of liquid from inside the system is shown by using the arrows. Some of the arrows green color, some of the red color. Firstly, we are filling the water at the upper section of radiator. It will transport to the from top to the bottom of radiator and also transport to the system to cool the engine temperature for required quantity. Next one is the working principle of water cooling system. Actually these are the various parts. Again, I want to tell you these are important, so that's why I will revise the various parts of this water cooling system. See here, this one is the upper tank, that is filter cap is here, upper tank. This one is the radiator tube. See here, these are the radiator tubes. Lower tank, these are the lower tank section. This one is the drain tank. Okay, so nextly we will go toward the water pump. This circle indicate that it is the water pump location as well as the transferring. Next, see here, these are the pistons and cylinders. Piston, cylinder, 4 piston and 4 cylinders are to be connected as well as placed inside the internal combustion engine. Water jackets around the cylinder. See here, this one is the water jacket. Nextly, hose pipe. See here, this was the hose pipe. This one is the thermostat hole. This circle indicate that thermostat hole, and from last one is the filter cap. As like working of water cooling system is to be carried. That means how the water is transferred from upper of tank up to the lower tank, and then how it will be going toward the water pump. The what is the purpose of water pump? That means what should be doing water pump at that positions, and how it will be transferring that water from low pressure to the high pressure. Then after it will be transferred toward the around the cylinders, and it will be cool the engine temperature for required quantity. Okay, so next one is the merits and demerits of liquid cooling systems. Merits: uniform cooling of cylinder. Second, specific fuel consumption of engine improves by using water cooling system. If we employ water cooling system, then the engine needs may not be provided at the front end of moving vehicle. Engine is less noisy if you using the liquid cooling system. Demerits: it depends upon the supply of water. If the water cooling system fails, then it will result in severe damage of engine. The water cooling system is costlier as it has more number of parts. Thank you.